Welcome back, everybody. So today we're here to talk about the trailer we got for Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 Episode 6. We're gonna go through the trailer and break it down, so if you haven't seen the latest episode or you haven't caught up, spoiler warning, but let's get started. So the group looks to still be trying to get to Logan. That's what the whole, obviously that's what they set up in episode 1, and that's what they're trying to get to. I think hopefully they get to them. Obviously they're gonna get to them by the next 2-3 episodes, because it's gonna be the mid-season finale. But we'll see if the CRM are still connected or not. It does look like there's gonna be another plane or helicopter in the air in the trailer. We're gonna discuss that in a minute, but before we get into the trailer, let's go ahead and read the synopsis for the episode. Well, the title of the episode is The Little Prince, which is obviously the book that Luciana has, and that's obviously, an important book. It helped Charlie, it helped the other kid. I think it's like a book to connect with people, so it's obviously gonna be an important factor in this episode because Luciana is gonna be connected with the kids. But the synopsis says, facing impossible odds, Luciana and the group work together to tackle an impossible task while Morgan helps prevent disaster. An old friend presents Sarah, Charlie, and Strand with a solution. So we have a couple things there going on in the episode. It looks like the group is going to be split up, but I'm interested in the part where it says Morgan helps prevent disaster. I'm not sure exactly what that means. It might not be like literal disaster, but also it could tie into the radiation things, which I'm still kind of curious about. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys think that radiation plot is gonna come back in the season? I think it has to, because what was the whole point of that whole episode? I feel like there has to be some sort of meaning behind that. I thought it would have affected somebody who maybe killed a walker that wasn't aware of the radiation or something. But I do think there has to be a purpose behind it. And what Fear the Walking Dead right now is doing, they're planting a lot of seeds throughout the season, but we're just waiting for answers, like Logan being one of them, the radiation thing being the other, the CRM. So hopefully we get more answers as the season goes by. But we are close to the mid-season finale, so we should start getting answers. And then the old friend that they're referring to here that's helping Sarah, Charlie, and Strand with a solution, I'm assuming that's most likely going to be Daniel. It would be interesting if Daniel somehow knows how to fly a plane. Imagine that, because he did have a lot of stuff, and he had a lot of time in his hands, and he was gathering all those stuff. It would be interesting if he has access to a plane, because that's what they're going for. They need a plane, which we're gonna see again. But let's go ahead and talk about the trailer that we got now. So the trailer opens up with Morgan and the group talking to the group of kids, and he says, as impossible as all this seems, we can do this. Now, by the looks of it and based of what they were saying in the previous episodes, it looks like all these kids lost their parents, and I am curious as to what direction Fear is going to in terms of like being held up somewhere, like a community or something, because right now they're on the road. Like, we have The Walking Dead, everybody has their location and their home. But are they just gonna, I'm just curious as to where they want to go. Like, where are they gonna stay? Like, I feel like they need somewhere to live, you know what I mean? Especially now since they have all these kids, their parents are gone. Like, where are these kids gonna stay? Are they just gonna be on the road the entire time? Like, they need a home, So I want them to work towards something like that. Either work towards a stable location, or go somewhere maybe go to one of the other communities that Morgan knows, like Alexandria, the Hilltop, or the Kingdom. Oh, not the Kingdom, it fell, but you know what I mean. But the point is that these kids and these people, they don't have a home, and they're just on the road. So I feel like I want them to just stay somewhere and hold up. Like, maybe that's where Daniel can come in. Like, that place he has a lot of food and a lot of supplies, which can, that's basically a community all for himself. Like, he has the gates all around him. Like, I think that would be a good place to go, honestly. So I just want to see these people being held up somewhere and actually have a stable home, and then they can, the plot can come from there. But right now they're just in the road. So we'll see where they go, but hopefully they do work towards something like that. Next, we have Alicia here, and she's in front of another roadblock. Now, I'm kind of curious as to seeing if this is the kids' roadblock they set up from earlier, or is it somebody else? Because if there's somebody else now setting up these roadblocks, That would be interesting, but it most likely just like one of the kids from earlier. Next, we have a shot of an airplane, I believe, or this could be a helicopter. I'm not too sure exactly, but obviously an aircraft. And Sarah says that there has to be a way. So, again, they're right now their mission is to look for an airplane. I am assuming they would be successful by the end of this episode, or at least next episode. I think at least by I'm hoping for this episode, but by that mid-season finale, they have to go to Logan, because Logan has been he got introduced in episode 1 and we haven't seen him since then. So I'm interested to see what's going on with Logan. I'm not sure if the CRM, I don't know if the CRM is going to come back into the picture, because I hope so. I mean, I talked about this in my review, that I hope the Rick Grimes stuff wasn't just like this symbol. Hopefully there's more to it, but we'll see. But they have to get to Logan by that mid-season finale, and right now they're on the search for an airplane. But we'll see if like Daniel can come back around and help them with that. Next, we have Morgan and Alicia here killing a walker, and then we have June talking to somebody saying that you want to run, don't you? I believe she's gonna be talking to one of the kids. I still feel like Annie may be a little skeptical, which we're going to discuss in just a minute, about these people. Maybe she doesn't trust them or something. But obviously there's going to be conflict within the group. You always need that. And, in everything, really. There always has to be conflict within the group. So I can definitely see some of the kids, or at least Annie, or, half and half. Like, some of them agree with Morgan in the group. Some of them don't agree. And there's going to be some conflict within, their group. Because Annie gets a bit upset at Dylan here and says, who are you talking to? And Dylan says it's okay, they're far away. So Dylan is innocent. He's gonna be on cooperative and helping out Luciana and them. We already saw like Dylan bonding with Luciana over the Little Prince, which we might see again in this episode, because that is the title of the episode. But as you can see, Annie has some distrust, and I just want to learn more about what really is going on with these kids and what their past and stuff. And you might be hearing me say that a lot throughout my reviews and my trailer breakdowns, like I want to learn more about this and that. But that's because I do. Like, Fear is planting these seeds, and we just need answers. I want them to progress the story and tell us stuff, but we'll see. I do think it's going to be connected with Logan. I don't see Logan, the CRM, in another community. I do think all this stuff is going to lead towards Logan, because that's what they're trying to get to, They came in contact with Logan in episode 1, so I think everything is going to lead to Logan. That, again, is most likely going to happen by the end of this episode or episode 7. And then we have this car drive up to another roadblock, and we have the high radiation area sign, so that was obviously from before. I do think this radiation thing is going to come back into place in some way or form, because I don't think it was just for nothing. That would be really ridiculous. So there just have been real big gaps between plots in Fear the Walking Dead. Like, they introduce something early on and then we don't see it for a while, but I do think it's going to come back around. And then we have June. It's like a quick little like scene. June tells Dwight like keep them out of trouble. I think Dwight is going to be staying with the group of kids. Obviously they're not going to all go out and explore and try to like find a plane or something. I think the kids are obviously going to stay back, so Dwight being injured, he most likely is going to watch over the kids. I am definitely excited to see Dwight back into the picture, though. He was one of the things I was most excited for, and I really liked his intro episode with the whole Western thing, and I liked the dynamic between him and John. I thought they got along, and I like both those characters, so seeing them on screen together is always great. So hopefully we get more of that, but I'm pretty excited to see more Dwight. And then we have a quick shot of Strand looking down at something like at a box and saying hopeless. So again, this is him, Sarah, and Wendell, I believe, on their journey to look for a plane, and they're gonna be struggling. And then that's when Daniel's gonna come back around. So I think Morgan and Alicia are gonna be doing like their own separate thing, I think, related to the radiation. I think Strand, Wendell, and Sarah are gonna be looking for a plane, and I think the might be staying with the kids back at the base, and then I think June and John also might go out later on. And then we have a quick sequence of shots. We have the power going out, which is a little bit odd, and then we have Luciana yelling, "Get down!" So this could be, and she's looking up, so I do think it's going to be related to an airplane or something. Maybe like the airplane comes into, their area and takes out the power or something, but the power goes out, and then there's like an airplane heading down for the ground, or it could be a helicopter, we don't know, connected to the CRM, but I'm assuming it's going to be an airplane. and she's yelling to get down so everybody obviously can get out of the way from the airplane. But I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I really hope it doesn't crash and destroy. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think she's yelling get down, but I think the airplane is gonna safely land, and they're gonna be able to leave. My only question is, if where they need to go is far away in terms of like I need an airplane, how is everybody gonna get there? Is it gonna be like multiple trips? Because there are a lot of kids and the group is real big now. So I'm assuming they're gonna do multiple trips unless everybody can fit in the airplane, but which could happen. But I'm just a little curious because there's like maybe 15 people now in that group, including the kids, so there is a lot. And then we have a shot of Alicia saying I'm going in. So I do think that's referring to going into the radiation zone, because after that we have a shot of Morgan walking past the radiation sign. So I think they might get split up, and then Alicia's gonna say that I'm going in. She's gonna go through the radiation area that that got blocked off, and then Morgan's gonna go after her. I think that's what they're referring to. But maybe there's something more there. Maybe there's something that's being hidden there, and maybe the whole radiation thing was a lie. Imagine that. But I do think it's gonna come back around in some way, and I think it's all gonna connect to Logan. But I do think there is gonna be something. There's so much roadblocks. They're stuck in like one area, so hopefully they get exposed to a bigger area. But that is where the trailer ends. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about Fear the Walking Dead. I am excited for this episode. I'm happy things are moving forward now with everybody back together. So that is looking promising. But like I said, that is where the trailer ends. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about Fear the Walking Dead in the trailer. What do you think about it? What are you most excited for? I am gonna wrap it up there for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. And for more Fear the Walking Dead and Walking Dead videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.